Cup of coffee is all I can stand anymore. Morning, everyone. Hey, big adventure yet again. Good Lord, middle of February, almost.
Yeah.
Is this the 8th or something?
It's
Or
nice.
ninth?
Yeah.
Good Lord. I mean, this is ridiculous. So these guys just went, what's your name?
Darsha.
Darsha. Wonderful name, my goodness sake. Darsha and Greg, they just moved down from Alaska. And are you here now?
We're snowbirds.
Oh, okay.
We're
Very
here
good.
about 6 months of the year.
Oh, awesome. We do have a bunch of Alaska people in Cochise County, the smart ones, that come down. Great. That's a wonderful tone. Anyway, anyway, good morning, everyone out in Killer Bee Nation land. We got bees in a wellhead here on the property. As you can see, they got a little bit of a fixer-upper going on over here. When's the bonfire? Darsha, when's the bonfire?
I keep trying to get them to do it, but all they seem to do is make piles.
Piles, yeah. Well, we don't honestly.
Ugliness.
We know when we're doing removals, people are always, especially with old buildings like this, people are always like flamethrower. And it's like, okay, we live in the desert. We're gonna burn down half the damn county. You know, that ain't gonna happen, right?
Oh, no, we don't want that.
No, I've been.
As much as I'd like to get it done, poof,
Well,
be
poof,
gone,
yeah.
poof, be gone.
Poof, be gone. Oh God, that's hilarious. That's the new name of our killer bee removal business. Poof, be gone. Are you guys gonna fix that up?
No, for heaven's sakes, no. Oh,
Because
even if you just walk over there and
all I could see in it was a divorce and a bankruptcy.
it's like a what can I say? It's not very nice. It's
Not very nice. We're good at that.
it's a what are those things that are in there? My head went nuts.
Bones.
Bones.
Yeah, memories.
Memories.
Nightmares, actually.
Yeah, this is a nightmare. There's so much shit in there
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
it's
Probably owl shit and cow shit and who knows?
exactly.
Yeah, pterodactyl.
It might be.
Yeah. Well, I asked Darsha, are you guys gonna fix that up? She said, oh God, no! What the fuck?
Yeah, it's got a couple of huge cracks in the adobe.
Oh,
And so-
thank God!
Yeah,
Is all
so
he can
it's-
say.
It's going to come down, and
Yeah. I mean,
if the slab's good, we might build a steel building there.
oh sure, if you got a slab, then that's fine,
Yeah.
you know. But when I look at that, all I can see is divorce and a bankruptcy. That's all I can see.
I'm surprised there weren't bees in it, because it's been.
I'm shocked because we do around, and we are going to be doing more of that, Killer Bee Nation, going bee hunting. Because people love it when we drive them past a place like this. We have a fire truck. We go over wherever we want, and get to poking around. And we did one out of Whitewater Draw not long ago, and there were 2 hives in that old abandoned place that we got rid of, just for the hell of it, It's like,
Nice.
yeah. It's
I'd love to have some bees here, but in some boxes or something.
Well, and now on that note, then this is good to educate you because you're new here, and first of all, and this is great for the rest of the country too, because these guys from Alaska, they don't know what's going on here with these damn bees, except they have heard of the Africanized bees, now mean they are and all that. Okay, this goes to everybody out there too, in the whole country, because these damn things, these Africanized bees, are in all of the lower 48 states now, all right, and Alberta.
Oh wow.
Yes, so they are super tough, super mean. Every week in Cochise County in the summer, on average, they kill a dog, a horse, or a goat. Last August and September, last year, just here in Cochise County, they sent 26 people to the hospital. Just in this county. Okay, what I'm getting at is, and this happened, if you want to see why you shouldn't keep bees, this is what I'm boiling it down to. It's next to impossible to keep your bees from becoming Africanized. And when they do, you can't, the whole place is a danger for the whole world,
Yeah.
And so people always ask us, are you going to requeen your bees, right? And I don't know if you know anything about beekeeping or not, but if you have a sick hive or a hive that's a little too pissy or something, you can kill the queen, put in a new queen, and then we have ways to get them to accept her, because every hive smells different to every other hive, and so they accept her. You got a nice, European queen, and you have a nice hive again. Well, we can do that with these Africanized hives. We can requeen them so that then they're nice, because the queen is the egg laying factory. She's the one that lays the eggs that turn into everybody else. But Africanized bees they're Vikings. And this is why when we leave today, around this wellhead, you're going to see bees for two reasons. One is during any war, there's bees, right now even, anything above freezing, there are bees out farting around, even though
Everywhere else.
there's nothing to fart around with. But they don't take a day off, okay? So that and the bees that come out to attack us. Well, after we leave, there's always bees farting around, of course. It's like herding cats. You're not going to get them all. And we call those remnant bees because they're leftovers. They're remnants of the hive. Well, we're not, they stay, of course. Now, they can't go to another hive because every hive is an enemy of every other hive. The only reason they visit each other is steal honey. The only reason. They are total Vikings. So the remnant bees, now that is home, that wellhead. So they're going to come, and this time of year, it really makes us look really good because it gets so cold at night, and as individuals, bees are really fragile. As a group, they're a pain in the ass. But the remnant bees are like an amputated limb. Okay, you can live without your finger, but your finger can't live without you. So you're going to have the finger over there. I'm not saying which one. Anyway, so they will ball up on that wellhead or somewhere nearby, and it might be the size of your fist or a softball or something like that. They will die out really quickly overnight because it's supposed to get down in the 20s again. And so they'll just die out. In the summer, they could live for a week or more. But the queen is gone. They're like an amputated limb. So the second reason that you're going to have bees farting around is back to our 3-mile radius that all the beehives know about each other. And it's like a homeowners association from hell. In case they can steal honey from each other. So all of the hives know that that's there because that's an old hive from the pictures you sent. You see all the comb in there and everything. And you're going to have robber bees. So you got robbers and remnants. All right, robber bees are bees from neighboring hives. They're everywhere. There's bees over in that house over there. There are bees everywhere. And so they're going to be sniffing around because I know it's there. At any existing hive, the main job of the guard bees is to keep those robbers away. And then, of course, we show up. And it's like all hell breaks loose. Yeah, hell of a robbery. Who was that handsome masked man? And so the robber bees are going to be sniffing around. But they're like bees on flowers. They don't give a shit about us. They don't care. They would love to get in and get some honey. But that's going to be closed either with window screen and expanding foam or something so that no bees can get in there until when there's zero activity around there for a couple of days, then you can have the well guys come out, bloop, pull it up, do whatever you got to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Our whole thing, like I was telling you, Greg, is to mitigate the threat. We're just here to make it so nobody's going to get killed dicking around with them,
Yeah.
Literally.
That's important.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've read about it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, they've chased that truck for 10 miles on a ranch after a bad removal.
Wow.
They're just
10 miles.
Yep.
What was it?
Yep. Yeah, well, and we know because we're out on, ranches are huge out here, right? And so, you got gate after gate after gate, say maybe miles and miles and miles. And so we're going down the dum-doo-dum-doo-doo road, get to the next gate and before you get out to the main road and got the suits on. We drive home in the suits all the time. And people always ask us, are you going to go home that way, covered in bees and in the bee suits? And I say, yeah, and we never get pulled over for some reason. Not sure what that's about.
Can I see your license? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, right. Just keep moving. So robbers and remnants, but you're going to be good to go. I've done a million of these. Yeah, it's really,
Great.
really straightforward. Where is it?
Right over the other side of this dump. Pile of dump.
Well, that narrows it down.
What pile do you want to
Yeah,
work in?
pick a pile. Pick a pile. Any pile, please. Pick a pile. Like the old take my wife, please.
I guess they can here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, shit. Right there. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they aren't out partner. Well, look at this.
Yeah, there's one or two coming out.
Yeah, well, they heard we were here. Shit, right? Oh, those bastards. My God. Okay, well, of course, I'm going to recommend you guys watch from a vehicle.
Okay.
Come on, Mo. And yeah, you and Mo, and I'm going to back the truck up here to get closer.
Okay.
Wow,
And,
I can see the comb from here.
You can see comb in there. Yeah, that's what Greg sent a picture of it. What do you think, Killer Bee Nation? Oh yeah, holy shit. Boy, that is an ancient.
It really is, huh?
That is ancient.
Are we going to pull the top off of there and
Well,
try
boy,
to
there
pull some of
next to
that
it.
out?
We can give it a tug.
I don't think you can get it.
No.
I think it's galvanized pipe all the way to the pump.
Yeah, galvanized, or it could be old cast.
Yeah.
With
All
something
right.
that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be cast iron.
We're in Cochise County, Arizona.
Yeah, just north, east, south, and west of Bumfuck. So if you Google that, right?
We're in. Is this McNeil? Are we in McNeil?
Yeah.
it,
We're in
and
McNeil.
it used to be the old double adobe.
Right.
It used to be a small
Right.
double adobe.
Yep. You know the
Yeah.
old store up here?
Yeah.
I knew the original folks that had that in the 50s.
That'd be a great little project for someone.
Oh, corner bar?
Oh yeah.
Man after my own liver.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
Well, I
Just
mean,
another tequila sunrise this morning.
yeah, they all are, aren't they? Margaritaville, where it's about, 20 miles away.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually how I got started with all this, is I make mead, or honey wine. I'm a
Right.
home brewer. I've told you guys that before. And I actually have hundreds of bottles stashed of mead that I've made. I have bottles of mead that I made 30 years ago.
Oh really?
Hundreds. And out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Right? And so I always tell everybody it's my terminal stash, because when the doctor says it's terminal, it's like, hey guys, get over here. We're drinking it all.
Your liver's done.
I used to love you, man. Anyway,
Mojo.
there it is. There it is.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're active.
there they are.
They already know we're here. All right. Well, we're not going to break a sweat. We're not going to get overheated today, Killer Bee Nation, are we? Good God. I mean,
So again, we're in Cochise County, Arizona. Down, I don't know, what are we? Probably 20 miles from the border from this location?
15.
15,
Like that.
yeah.
New Old Mexico down there. New Mexico about 60 miles that way. Something was over there. California about 300 miles.
Alaska.
Something was
Alaska.
over there.
Can't get there.
What is it?
Yeah,
About 5,000
no,
miles
we
that
just
way?
we just had one of our viewers come on say hi from Alaska. So these our friends today are from Alaska.
Yeah.
Kodiak.
Kodiak.
Where are you from? Where are you from in Alaska?
Yeah, we'll see what they say here. We got people from New Brunswick, Canada.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
the
Well,
Northerners.
welcome to sunny, warm America. Okay, it's sunny.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We live on an island.
Wasilla.
Really?
Yeah. Kodiak's
Wasilla.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Wasilla, yeah, that's up in the Matsu Valley.
Right on.
We've been there several times. Beautiful.
Right on.
Farming, some of the best farming in Alaska there.
Really?
Matsu Valley, yeah.
Now, I have to ask all you guys from Alaska, what can you grow in a 2-week growing period? I'm just asking
It
for
might
friends.
sprout.
Dandelions.
Sprouts, dandelions,
Yeah.
salmon. Great crop in 2
yeah,
weeks.
yeah, salmon and halibut.
And
No, the Matsu gets a lot warmer. Kodiak is an island surrounded by,
Water.
the
Big island.
That's what
the
I
Gulf, in the Gulf of Alaska, and the Japanese current comes up and splits around the island, and
A
it
warmer
keeps it
current?
a warmer current.
Yeah.
And so we don't get the cold like the mainland.
Oh, wow.
This
Thank
this
God.
last winter we got low 20s.
Oh,
And-
wow. Well, that's
and,
like here.
Yeah, and
I'm
we
for
don't
low.
get very rarely. 7-8 years ago we got 8 foot of snow, but that's common up in the
Well,
interior.
damn.
And but,
I grew up in northern
it's pretty
Wisconsin.
mild. But it rains.
Oh,
and
you got
rains. We
rain.
get
Oh, yeah.
80, 100 inches of rain.
Holy shit, we get that every century. Jesus
Well, they had
Christ.
15 inches here last month.
Yes.
It was
Last year was
astounding.
lush.
More up on the mountain where
Yeah.
I would have like 24. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to normal. See, 30 years ago, 35, I've been here 40 years, and it used to be like that. Like the waterfall on the other side of the tunnel would flow all year, you know. It was 10 times wetter now, and now I don't know if we're getting back into a cycle or not, but on our end of it, more flowers means more nectar, means more killer bees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just the way it is, and they propagate so much. It's amazing. It's another good thing you're getting rid of these, besides the obvious shit. Okay, so your hive, every hive, and you guys have heard me talk about this before. Every Africanized hive, well, every European or Africanized hive, honeybees, they're both honeybees, puts out nature's way of propagating the area with bees is swarming. So you got your hive. 10 or 20% of the bees take off, go find a new place to live. You still have your hive, right? Well, back in the day when we had nice bees, they would do that five or six times a year, left to their own devices. Africanized bees, up to 30 per. 30. So each Africanized hive will put out 30 new hives a year. And then
Well,
she
there are
told
a
two
lot of
friends.
them out there then.
And, oh, they're
Oh,
everywhere. It's
forget it.
ridiculous. It's just every place you look at practically,
They're like
except for
chicken
that
man.
one.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's just
Yeah.
crazy. It was literally crazy, and so damn dangerous and all that. So, one more thing we got to live with. Like we say down here in the high desert, if it doesn't bite you, sting you, or stab you, you ain't home. So let's get.
Come on, Mojo.
We're
Come
gonna,
on, old man.
we're gonna back it up, get it a little bit closer, and get the suit on, and yeah, stick
go
with
over
us,
there.
Killer Bee Nation. We're gonna get our bee suits on, make some popcorn, a little bit of coffee, Irish coffee if you're of that bent. Anyway, thank you guys for coming along. Yet another adventure. We have no idea what we're getting into, and it's the 9th of February, for God's sake.
All right, gang. So we always have a lot of new people with us here. In case you don't know, we're killer bee exterminators. Killer bees are a crossbred honeybee. They were made in a Brazilian laboratory in 1957, and the guard bees are coming out. They're, oh shit. Oh my God, that might blow up. I gotta be careful. Anyway, they're super, they're super aggressive. Oh, we got an echo? Shit. Well, it might be breaking. We got a bit of a connection thing here. I may have to lose the microphones. These mics get a little funny. Lots of lag. Yeah. Well, we're rural, so we seem to have a good connection on YouTube. If you want to check that out, go ahead. I think I'm gonna.
That look good?
Yeah, you're good, and they're sending out guard bees already. Yeah, they're piling up. All right, well, I'm gonna take the microphones off. Anyway, they're an invasive subspecies, and they're all over the place here. They're hyper defensive, and they kill people. They kill livestock. They kill pets.
They kill each other.
They kill each other, and they're an existential threat to our native pollinators. So, anyway, I took the mics off. There was an echo. We'll just
Okay.
have to-
All right. Well, if it's working, it's working.
We're good for now. Just
Thanks
shove
for
those in there.
thanks for joining us, everybody. Here we go. Back to war.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's suit up. Those guard bees are really active. So, like I said, if there's a lag on YouTube, go to TikTok. If there's a lag on TikTok, go to YouTube. Yeah, they're coming out a little bit here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're warming up enough.
yeah.
Okay, should we practice now? Ah! Anyway, practice screaming, okay, everybody, for God's sake. Anyway, you got one line?
I think this one's yours.
Yeah, I don't know. No, this one looks like it. I don't know. Whichever one has the least stains in the back.
Yeah, this one's mine.
Stick with us, everybody. We're digging through the bee suits. Yesterday was a long day, especially for this old cowboy, because all the way up to rodeo and back. Oh my God! Even though there were no bees, but it was a cluster anyway. It was just a tired
Always a
meal.
haul to go up there.
It's always a haul to go up there, and I love going up there and stuff, but it's always a full day, and it's an hour and a half one way. Have you guys been up there yet?
Yeah, we drove up and then into Cave Creek Canyon.
Yeah, Cave Creek Canyon. Man, if you guys ever come visit, come to Cave Creek Canyon. Holy shit.
A lot of people don't realize that they think Arizona is just all desert.
Yeah, sand dunes.
It's got some really beautiful country and
You
some
know-
of the most beautiful sunsets you'll ever see.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. And that's tequila sunrise, not sunset. So, anyway, I tell people all the time that Cochise County is the best kept secret in the country. Maybe.
I mean, we drove over over the top there, back into the valley. And
I went up
then
Rucker.
up to, Cochise, or
You went up over the Storm?
Cal National Monument.
Oh yeah, isn't that amazing?
Oh, it's incredible. You
Yeah.
don't expect to see that.
No, and you're still in the county.
Yeah.
People have no idea how big Cochise County is. I tell them I can see where I'm going. It takes me 2.5 hours to get there, and I'm still in the county.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy, you guys. It is. It's crazy.
Well,
So
then there's a whole Sonoita, Patagonia, Madera
Oh.
Canyon. and
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Madeira and all that. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I lived in Patagonia for 12 years.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Hosh lived
When I
in
was
Patagonia,
college,
not South
we were
America.
we were going to Texas A&M for a conference, and,
Yeah.
and I was a wildlife management major from Humboldt in California. And
Is that what you did up in Alaska?
what's that?
Wildlife management or something?
No, well, by the time I got out of school and got up there were no jobs available,
Oh, that sucks.
and so I grew up in a cabinet shop, and so I just started my own cabinet business.
I did cabinetry in Alaska. I'll be damned.
About 40 years in,
Wow.
in my own business.
Wow, that's awesome. Holy cow. 40 years in the cabinetry
Yeah.
business. Man, that's amazing. Almost as, yeah, it's
What was all this?
greenhouses.
Yeah. The guy that used to farm this, he.
Can you guys hear this
he was
okay?
part owner in the cannery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was part owner in the cannery, and they grew all kinds of stuff. They grew peppers and.
See, we have what's called Fiesta Canning up here. Huge cannery, and like pace and all the salsas that you buy at the store, they're all canned right here.
And he grew Roma tomatoes
Oh, of course.
for the salsas.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah, and he grew a lot of peppers.
Of course.
And he grew everything from corn to watermelons and pumpkins and
Everything will grow here,
yeah.
except citrus.
Right,
Citrus
yeah.
will not
It's
grow
too
here.
cold.
It's too cold. Yep, exactly. It's still cold out right now, everybody. I mean, it's a tiddly bit nipply.
Yes.
Anyway, so
Just a tiddly bit.
tiddly bit. And so, anyway, yeah, Fiesta Canning, and they're right up, just up the road up here, actually. And then, of course, you get into Wilcox, and man, that's where all the, Wilcox and, what is it, Italy or something, or Champagne, or the same growing, everything, climate,
Yeah.
soil, the whole 9 yards, and they're saying that Cochise County is going to be the next whatever.
Well, and there's all kinds of vineyards and wineries in this area.
Oh, there's so much more. Oh my
Yeah.
God, than used to be. Oh my God, it's like jeepers. Enough to make a. Yeah, it's exhausting. All right.
Well, we're hoping to plant some pomegranates here too, because
they
there's-
grow like weeds.
Yeah, and there's I guess several that are they refer to them now as native to Arizona. They were brought over by the Spanish.
Oh yeah, I didn't think any of them were native. Did you know? Now, you guys, you've heard me talk about. Speaking of native, and of course, I always come back to bees. People always say, "Oh, we die without honeybees and all that shit." Okay, when you say our nice honeybees that we used to deal with, they were called European honeybees, right? Well, we've been saying it since we were kids. European honeybees. Wait a minute, European honeybees, not Midwestern honeybees, not Alabama honeybees.
I sure hope I'm not peeing honey.
Not Southwestern honeybees, European. It turns out that honeybees are invasive to the Western Hemisphere. They don't belong here. In fact, when the settlers brought them, the Native Americans in the 1600s, the Native Americans hated them so much they called them white man's flies. And those are the nice ones. There were no honeybees in Arizona until 1872.
I'll be darned.
It's all bullshit. I'm putting the bee back in bullshit. People, our native plants out here do not need honeybees for pollination. They do need our native pollinators. And here's a real problem with keeping bees. And once again, everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to do Mother Nature such a service by having honeybees out in my backyard. Not in this hemisphere. Not in the Western Hemisphere. Honeybees are endemic and belong in Europe, Asia, Africa, but not here. And so, but we do have our native pollinators. In fact, in this northern, speaking of diversity, flora and fauna and all that, we have over 1,000 different species of native pollinators, which include bumblebees and mason bees and leaf cutters and digger bees and just endless amounts of them right here in this northern Sonora Desert area, over 1,000 different species. It's between here and a desert in Israel as to which has more in the world. It's in a jungle.
Wow.
It's high desert.
Yeah.
Has the most variety, along with birds and and insane people. They're all over out here in Cochise County. Jesus. Bumblebees, yeah. Well, bumblebees are actually endangered now, partially because of Africanized bees, because they're so damn competitive for not only food source, but housing. Yeah. Obviously, I'm going for days about this shit. So anyway, all right, guys, fine. Let's get to work. Whatever. Everybody at home's going like, okay, we know all this shit already. Come on, let's go to work. So anyway, so we've got a wellhead here, guys, and I think you've seen me do a few of them. I'm gonna get my gloves on. Wellheads are sensitive. Do you need to sit that down or are you good?
Yeah, because I think these critters could be hot.
I can prance back and forth.
Yeah.
Wellheads are sensitive because I can't use any poison, of course, right? It goes down into the aquifer, so duh. And so.
So what do you need for this one?
Oh, therapy, straight jacket.
Now you were talking about the screen.
The screams.
Screens.
Screens. Oh, screens. I think it said screams. Yeah, we have window screen. Okay, well, as you guys saw, the opening is really big on this wellhead. We might be able to pull a little bit more away. I do want to get my hand in there, of course. You know how I am. And but we're here to make it safe. We're here to mitigate the threat. We are not going to relocate the bastards. We're going to get rid of it and make it so that this is really actually super dangerous because they're working right here. Okay? These guys are working right here all day, every day. If it was, you know what, if this was summertime, 100 degrees out, you couldn't have done all this with them there. Couldn't have done it.
Oh yeah, they would have blown up.
They would have blown up. Yep, they would have blown up. So wellhead like this, they're kind of a pain, but I've developed techniques. We also have pheromones that we use. So there are 3 things that bees hate that they do not attack. So I want to tell everybody this. Some of you might have heard me say this before. There are 3 things that bees hate that they do not attack, especially these Africanized bees. Everything they hate, they attack. Weed whackers, the smell of diesel, noises, bad jokes, color your shirt, whatever. They attack every damn thing. All right. They hate bleach, vinegar, and these pheromones that we use. And these pheromones are really cool. They smell like almonds, and they're actually food grade. We used them as beekeepers to drive bees out of honey supers. So we might use that, but it's very interesting that everything that these Africanized bees, especially, everything they hate, they attack to kill. And they don't care if you're dead or not. It's all pheromones. It's all the attack pheromone, the Ugelhorn and the submarine. They'll just keep stinging. I've seen them so mad, the air is so saturated with attack pheromone, they're stinging birds flying overhead, telephone poles, and tires on trucks. Fucking mayhem. Just mayhem. Just complete insanity.
That well casing is pretty rusty, and if you need to, you might be able to break it.
Break it. That's what I'm thinking. I'll be able to.
Get in better to
get
that comb out.
Yeah, and pull some comb out. I remember one wellhead that I did like this, where I could, out in rodeo actually for some old ranchers, and I could get my hand in there, and it was heavy. It was in the fall, so there was a lot of honey in the comb. It was so heavy, and there was like 10 and 15 feet of comb down in that wellhead, but I couldn't retrieve it. It was too heavy. And so it would break off, and I would listen, and I could hear it hitting the walls, of the tung, 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 tung. And then about a couple hours later, okay, a few minutes, down on the bottom, I don't know, 400 feet or whatever, out there. Anyway, wellheads are a pain in the ass. So they're all a pain in the ass. Yeah, tell me about it, Greg says. Oh, my God. All right, Killer Bee Nation. So Hosh is getting all the shit together. I'm getting my shit together.
Yeah. Right, I got foam and spray adhesive. You want those screens too?
But yeah, is that window screen on the other side of the truck? Because we might have to seal up that hole. It's kind of too big for expanding foam. And just expanding foam, we don't want expanding foam dropping down into the wellhead. It really wouldn't hurt that much, but we still don't want to do it. All right, guys, here we go. The diving bell. So, if you guys have any comments and questions, of course, please go ahead and ask and whatnot. Hosh will get to it in a minute. I'm going to get my bee brain on. You guys have seen me do that 1,000 times. Get all concentrating and ornery. And anyway, find my gloves here, guys. Killer bees in the hood. Have you got my gloves out, Hosh? Did you get my gloves out? Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I'm feeling like I might get a little bit of tape on my... Oh, you found the window screen. All right, there we go. All right, guys.
All right, what do you need? You want some tape?
Actually, I'm just going to reuse this.
Okay.
And we got the pheromone out and everything, huh?
Mm-hmm.
See if that adheres. So damn cold that the gorilla thing doesn't want to adhere. I love doing bees in this weather, though, guys. It might not be as exciting, but, well, we don't know. We never know how exciting it's going to be. And then I think next week we're going to try to figure out going back to Portal for those 2 trees that we saw up there. We might just go up and take care of Barbara's. I don't know.
Right.
We'll just see how we feel about that.
Yeah.
But, all right, guys. You guys all right? Oh, you know what? I'm going to get out a couple of blankets to lay down on.
Okay.
Or
On the
to
other side
kneel
there.
on anyway.
Yep. Do you want the burlap?
Sure.
Will that work?
Burlap will be fine.
All right.
All right, guys. We got a flashlight on you?
I'll grab one.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Oh boy, look at this rusted out thing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Killer Bee Nation, here we are. Oh wow. Oh my old hive. Look at that, you guys, completely full. This thing is so incredibly rotten. Holy cow.
Right.
And so is the wellhead. Oh, jeepers creepers, this is amazing. Yeah, we're definitely pulling some of this back, you guys. Look at this shit, huh? We gotta get, now this is an active hive. Oh, here they come. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, here they come. This is really something, you guys. But we have to try to get this comb out of here. Oh, look at this. It's falling apart in my hands.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we found out. I think we found the issue. It's full of bees. Look at this, you guys. My God. So, Hosh, this is your first big wellhead like this, right?
Well,
See,
like
is
this
solid.
old style, yeah.
Oh yeah, this old style, which there's
Yeah.
still a lot of them out here. Some of them actually still functional. This is old cast iron. I gotta pull some of this back. Oh my God, look at, see all the
Can we
guard bees
save any
here?
of that honey?
Huh?
Is there any honey in there?
Well,
Can
that's
we get some?
kind of another reason. You know me. Look at that, guys. Now, this time of year, now I do see it go down in, okay, so it stops right there. The main wellhead is down below. So we've got about 1.5 foot of comb here.
Wow.
And this time of year, everyone, we don't get a lot of honey. And I've mentioned this before. I'll tell why again. And it's because where these bees, where they store the honey and the pollen is their pantry. And it's in the comb, of course. It's right here where we're looking at. That's their pantry.
Yeah.
And they are the ultimate survivalists. So they have in the summer they collect all the nectar, of course. I really like to get some of this. Also, I don't want to catch a
Does
glove.
this come off?
Oh, yeah, with a crane. Yeah. Jeepers, look at that, guys. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Just wondering if it's rotten enough anywhere else to. That looks pretty firm. Hump, he said. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and have to get a piece out of there to make room to work. Okay? Look at that. Show those guys. So that's the beginning. We got...
Anything in there? Any honey?
No,
On a
this is
bin?
empty. This is empty.
Okay.
Not yet. Well, there's a little tiny bit, maybe. Is that any honey right
Yeah,
there?
it looks a little glisteny there on the end.
Oh, yeah. I see on the end. There might be some up further up in here. I guess... Well, now, wait a minute. Is that honey? Oh, there might be. Oh, you guys. Oh, this is so hard in these wellheads because I don't want to drop it. And so that's why I was trying to open it up some more. Was so that I don't drop it down into the... Well, oh, there we go. Feels pretty empty to me. Oh, come on. Ah! There we go. Uh-huh. Got a little bit of honey. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Look at that, guys, huh?
Well, that's some good Viking, too.
Yeah, that'll make some. It's old.
Yeah,
Look at how dark.
beautiful. All right, well, why don't I, can I give you this and
Yeah,
I'll grab
sure.
a bin?
Yeah, sure. We'll get a bin and we'll start
Might
putting
as
some
well,
stuff in
right?
it. Yeah, might as well. If we get some Viking out of it, that'd be awesome. All right. So, yeah, you know, these guys working right here, this close, you guys, to this with all this junk piles and everything. Man, they could have died in the summer. It would have been horrible.
Oh, forget it.
It would have been horrible. And now, when you're looking at this host, can you see comments
Wow.
and shit?
Hey, this is great.
That's
I
excellent.
I sure can.
Oh, you can. Okay, I just want to ask everybody out there if you can hear us and if the you
Yes.
know, camera looks good and all that shit.
Yeah.
Because we get honey all over it and everything.
Yep.
Get honey all over it and all sorts of shit. Who knows? Tears. Tears of joy.
Tears.
I think we are getting a little bit of honey out of this, which is much more indicative of older hives. Okay, well, not much in
You
there.
got there, it's empty?
It feels pretty empty.
Yeah, pretty light.
Yeah, which this time of year is expected. In the fall, this would have weighed shit. We could have got 100 pounds or more out of this. Oh, come on. Try not to drop it. I haven't dropped any yet. I shouldn't even say anything.
Oh yeah, people are saying it's all good.
Oh, thank you so much, you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, glad you're with us, everybody. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for another dang killer bee adventure. Not much, no
brood.
Pretty.
A lot of pollen on that one.
No brood. Now, you guys, we have been seeing brood already, as you know, which is where they raise the babies. Which this time of year, what the hell? That should not be. This is the, not even the middle of February, for God's sake. But these Africanized bees are just so weird. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, we got some.
Oh, thanks, David.
Look at that dark
Oh.
comb and that beautiful. Hold that
Yeah,
up to
you
the
got a
light.
little glistening there.
Glistening. Those are tears. Those are my tears.
Yeah.
Tears of Satan. Yeah, pretty straightforward, you guys. Actually, mitigate the threat. I was right on this one. Not that big of a hive. Of course, they didn't have much room to build, right? I mean, this is kind of a small.
But old comb.
Yeah, this is definitely a few
I mean,
years.
look at that
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
So, you know, now this comb is covered with pollen and all kinds of goodness.
That's
so
why
we're
it's
gonna,
brown. That's
we're
why it's
gonna,
brown.
Yeah.
that's-
So we're gonna take it and turn it into Viking.
They,
add it to the brew.
Add it to the brew. Add it to the witch's brew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Here we go. I got a nice one here. I don't think there's much honey in it or any, but I'm trying to not drop any. And although if I do drop these in wellheads and it gets down into the water table, it doesn't really make any difference because it is. Oh,
Yeah.
look, there's honey.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Would you go over and show them that?
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, now see everybody, now these aren't African bees, they're Africanized bees. If they were African bees, we'd say that, but they're not. Look at this. There's honey in there. Yeah, pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's neat.
Yep. But African bees, you know, they're honeybees from Africa, but these aren't that. These are Africanized bees. It's a crossbreed that was created in a Brazilian laboratory in the late 50s. And they escaped and took over Central and South America, and they hit the U.S. in the early 90s.
Now I'm glad I didn't drop the flashlight down because that does go straight down.
Yeah, if these were African bees, we wouldn't be too worried about them.
No, because African bees are not as aggressive as the crossbreed,
Yeah.
and so I got a little bit more to grab if I can get this.
Yeah.
Now they've attached to this far wall over
Sure.
here too, of course.
Now, has any of it dropped down below?
No,
Huh.
and as I looked down in there, it
Yeah.
goes straight down.
Yeah.
You can't to Satan's living room,
Yeah.
and
Now, these small, old hives fascinate me.
how can they do it, right?
I
Because
think
we
it's
see.
very, very interesting when
Look
you
at that,
find
look at
comb that's this old. I mean, and well, that's honey too.
Yeah, that's honey. Yeah,
When you find this
and that
old
one's eating honey right
comb-
there. You can see.
Uh-huh.
See that one eating honey, guys?
Yeah.
Gotta get my flashlight and look in here.
When you find this old comb that's so dark, it's just like all I think of is Swarm Factory.
That's well, yeah,
You
they
know,
are.
it's just like
They're total swarm factories.
little grandma hive.
They're total swarm factories. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What do you see?
And well, you want to get down there and look.
I'd
Don't
love
drop
to.
don't drop the damn camera or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, I'd go down to the Satan's dark room.
Yeah, which I've always wondered about.
Oh yeah, well, I've been there. It's not that exciting. He's really more than
It's not,
he's overrated.
he's overrated. Satan is overrated.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Oh boy. Okay, so now, Reed, what's the technique going to be here? Are we just going to spray some rubber in there and call it a day?
We can use the automotive undercoating in here because it
Yep.
does not contaminate anything.
Yep, and it's just on top.
And it's just on top. And
Yep.
then what we're going to do is we're actually going to, so that, because,
Wow.
yeah, it goes down
Now
into
there's scarring.
Fahrenheit. So we have to treat them all as if it was the month of June because it's just way too much. So we're going to go ahead and get our automotive undercoating.
Okay.
And yeah, pretty straightforward, guys. Let me stand up here. I'm going to take this comb over and show you. All right. So let's go over and show these guys. Boy, you never know around here, do you? If you guys want to get some honey, you can go to killerbeeguy.com, of course. You know that. Please go get some honey. Daddy needs a new fire truck. Anyway. Yep, there you go.
More in there than I thought.
It's amazing in a little space like that what they can do.
Yeah.
Now, if it was 100 degrees and this was a full-on hive, we wouldn't have your window down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's very, very little honey. Very little. Because those capped cells, that's honey. In the summer, this would have been all full, or in the fall actually, would have been all full and would have weighed, maybe 100 pounds. Yeah. As it is, doesn't weigh hardly anything. It's just really nothing. Again, they've been eating on their stores all winter. So, yeah. So what we're going to do now, like I was just telling everybody, is we're going to take window screen around that hole, probably caulk it up just to close it off so that it will still, any remnant bees that are trapped out or in will die off, will freeze out tonight. It is very interesting with this, even though that was open like it was. In the winter, a hive, they have a furnace room. They have an HVAC unit, actually. They are the HVAC unit. So if it's 0 degrees outside, with a normal hive, they'll ball up in the middle, and by eating honey, which is pure energy, of course, and vibrating, which creates heat, and then cycling in from the center out, kind of like the penguin thing, they can keep it at 65 degrees in there.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing. They're just so damn weird. So anyway.
Right on.
So anybody got any questions for us? Pretty straightforward, guys.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Nothing too overwhelming. I think we can. Should we go ahead and sign off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did it. Thank
up.
you guys for coming along. We really appreciate it. Go to killerbeeguy.com and get some honey. Do it now. Do it in front of me. But we have big adventures coming. We never know what's going to happen, as you well know. And so stick with us. We got a vid coming out tomorrow afternoon that we did on another ranch nearby here. Bless her cotton socks. Norma personally passed away, and old friend of mine, old rancher gal, amazing gal. It was a huge removal that I did a few years ago on her place, but that's coming out tomorrow afternoon, and who knows, we'll probably be back live tomorrow anyway. Yeah, so love you guys. Thanks for joining us, and we will be back before you know it. Say goodbye, Hosh.
All right. Hey, see you later. Don't mess around. Killer bees are in all the lower 48 states. It's just a question of what are the saturation levels. Don't play Russian roulette. Call an exterminator and get rid of them. Later on.